Alright, it is time for day 2 of War Machine Gaige. So, today is going to be largely spent making a lot of forward progress, hopefully getting a couple of good skill points into some really strong early skills. I want to test out with claws, so we're definitely going to get Robot Rampage and finish out Pre-Shrunk, and then maybe put points into, I guess, Nth Degree just to get down the skill tree. Because with claws has infinite melee range, apparently. So I have to test that because that just sounds ridiculous. And then we're really close to just getting down to the bottom of the tree, so it's really tempting to do that. But at the same time, there are just other skills elsewhere that I also really want. So I think we'll hit with Claws and Rational Anarchist, maybe even skip up Rational Anarchist since it's so easy to get stacks. And then start working on our left tree. I'm going to go ahead and actually look at this turtle shield because I looked at it last time, said no thank you, and then didn't actually read what it does. So, turtle shields give +2 stockpiles and increased weapon mag size, and they provide 5% damage resistance against everything, and then each rarity increase of the shield increases the resistance up to 20%. And it grants the entire team 5% damage reduction per player using a pangolin shield. That's kind of sick. I'm actually totally down with that. That's just kind of interesting. Alright, and all booster shields have a increase to grenade count on them. I don't know if that's a permanent plus effect on all of them. Chance to restore 1.2% of your health and overcharge your equipment when damaging an enemy. That's kind of neat. The overcharge increases our max health by 0.4, weapon damage by 1.5%, crit damage by 1.2%, grenade and damage over time damage by 1.4% for 1.8 seconds per stack. So just run Electric Chair or Stormfront and just annihilate everybody and try to build up stack damage that way. That's super neat. I like that. I kind of wish I would have invested more into this last time I played. And then dealing crit damage doubles the chance to overcharge with a cooldown of 0.05 seconds. Okay, so cool. Dot damage will not activate the booster skill. That's fair, but the ticks from a Tesla still might, so yeah, that idea still stands. So that's kind of cool. This is also a sniper rifle. My brain... What are you? Okay, you're just a rocket launcher. You regen rocket ammo, though, because you're a Tediore. I like that. That is cool. I am totally down with that. Honestly, early game Hulk could also go pretty crazy. So I think I'll use that over an actual rocket launcher for right now, since we really kind of don't have good ways to maintain rocket ammo yet. So, wait. You fire different? What are you? You're just balls of light. That's... what? Okay. And they just explode into normal explosive effects? So is this a way to get rid of the impact damage but still leave the splash behind, maybe? Maybe that's a thing? I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what it... okay. That's probably what it is. We'll just assume that for right now. I'm not really playing a character who gets grenade buffs, and we're kind of just using this for progression. So I'm never really going to dig deep into that right on this character. So this is fine. Alright, then let's go. Iridian Enhancement. Okay. Each bullet instantly splits into multiple pellets, has a 6% chance to shoot twice, increasing the weapon's fire rate and damage. So instead of a ×2, it's really just a ×4 now. With a chance to two-fang? That's kind of neat. Yeah, I guess you could use this with early amp shields to do unlisted damage then, if those extra pellets aren't counted towards the card. Because you would effectively double that amp shield's damage, and that is kind of neat. I'm going to stick with our Tediore for right now for the cooldown though, and then eventually build into a melee shield for Death Trap. But this is cool. Damage is not so high, but I think it's relatively normal. It looks like they're... Okay, so the pangolin shields that we were looking at earlier only seem to be buffing Sniper and Launcher. Does that make sense with them? Would I normally run these on characters with snipers or rocket launchers? I mean, like, it's not... The answer is not no, because you run them on basically everybody. But I'm not sure exactly why it's only these two. It's neat, though. Good job, Death Trap. He's so fast. He's not dealing a ton of damage yet, but he's so fast. Maybe with a Roid Shield on him, he'll start to feel a little bit better. Hopefully. Because we'll start to add some big, flat damage to his melees to work off of. I guess we'll see when we get there. Death Trap, go. Words are hard, huh? I think he's winning. Good job. What? Okay, the Iridium definitely says core stat on it if you hover over it. I saw it for a split second there. I don't know if my wait. Wait a minute. How did I not notice this? When was this? Wait. Is this all bladed weapons? Is this all SMG blades? Wait a minute. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Oh wow, that laser is nice. Come on, DT. Thank you. Let's go. The melee build. Enjoying War Machine Gaige? I am so far. I haven't gotten far enough to really like build out the character or like get anything super unique. So I can't say like how I feel about it yet. I'm looking forward to getting with claws and just having sniper melee because that sounds hilarious. If that actually works the way it says it does. We'll have to see if it works on specific enemies like Leviathan though. Because, you know, those are really weird hit point areas that like I don't know if it'll detect them right or even work with that at all. Because I don't think you can normally melee them even if you like teleport it out there. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate the follow. Hope you're doing well. Alright, Wilhelm. Meet angry... Wait, did you change the... Is the shock laser different? That is totally different. Do I like that? I think I do. Okay, that's kind of neat. Oh, there we go. Okay. We farmed up a little bit of XP before getting the power core back to Sanctuary. And we're level 21. We have with claws now. So... yeah, okay. How about over there? It's dead. I actually killed it. Why? Okay. Oh, I have spawn multiplier on. Don't worry about that. That's great. That's so dumb. Alright, nice. Yeah, the melee does appear to be pretty auto-aimy. I'm really not, like, looking... I wasn't anywhere near looking at them. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. How far away from a mob can I look and still hit them right? That guy. Right to the left of my reticle. I didn't hit him, I hit someone else. I still hit him. Oh, okay. That's very generous. Okay. How much further out can I go? I guess it doesn't target cacti. That's fair. It's still... He's on the corner of my screen. I'm not looking anywhere near them. Okay. So, point camera vaguely towards enemy general direction. Press melee. Win game. That's... wow. That is quite the tracking on that. That's so aggressive. Oh, wait a minute. If the melee damage applies, then I'm just going to hold this thing, because this is 115% melee on a normal blue pistol. Oh, because it rolled 2 bayonets. Oh. It has double accessory. All of them do. So you could roll 2 melee attachments and just poke people. Alright. Good to keep that in mind. Does that mean that the rapier could spawn with another blade? I might have to farm that out. We'll see. Just go ahead and pre-clear before I see a lot of them. This is truly the best timeline for a Gaige main. You don't have to look at the enemy. It's very accurate to the normal gameplay loop. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, we're gonna full spec the tree. I've gotta get Nova Blast Strike. It causes an explosion on melees. I'll be able to smack a guy from a mile away and he'll explode his friends. That's really funny. I don't even know if it'll feel good. I just think it's like a hilarious concept. Well, it doesn't provide lifesteal. That trap killed that already. Okay. It doesn't seem to be giving lifesteal, which I think that's probably a good thing, considering I can reach people from across the world, and without even looking generally at them. So that's fine. I am also just burning my anarchy stacks by swinging wildly and not actually hitting targets. So that's kind of balanced. It's not, but it is. Okay, so I guess Roid Shields work entirely, even while they're full. So Blood Soaked Shields is not actually a bad idea on the build. So that's good to know. Okay, so since we know we can get our melee shields to apply even while they're full, I'm just going to swap off our T-Yor that we were using for cooldown and just go for a melee shield instead, because that just sounds hilarious to me right now. We'll see if we can't find a better one, but I think it'll be okay if we even low roll a melee shield. Damage is damage at this point. Oh, okay. So shields give even more benefit based off of the parts that they roll with. Alright, so I need to more extremely consider shield parts then. Because that means that we could have insanely high damage, or like no damage. And they would entirely be dependent on whether or not I rolled just like specific parts. Okay, Ancient Shields grants 4 dynamic switch abilities. Hitting an enemy grants 5% fire rate and 15% elemental weapon damage for 2 seconds. Taking damage activates a force field that makes you take less incoming damage for 3 seconds. Cooldown of 10 seconds on that. And then find a Neo or an Evolution shield to know other effects. Taking melee damage instantly turns all effects off. Only by activating the hit switch ability activates the elemental resistance. Okay. So normal ancient stuff plus more stuff. Very cool. I'm down. The way he just stood up. The melee speed is just too fun. I'm actually like actively wanting to just go around and smack stuff instead of rushing. And with one more stack, sniper melee, go. It's beautiful. And we have a Roid Shield on too now, so we're gonna deal way more damage. At least the enemies have to be within line of sight. Even if I can't particularly notice them. Dead. Didn't even get to land yet. Great. Hey, Varrock. It is corrosive. To enable grass mower mode, unscope. To enable strong wind mode, scope in. Oh. Oh, it's automatic, and they explode. What about zoomed in? Okay, it just dumps. Wait, is that the whole mag? Yes, it's the whole mag. Okay. We have some divine wind here. That is beautiful. Also Moxie's endowment. Okay. It's a little hard to think it might be more effective to melee them, but that is super funny. Yeah, okay. That is great. Hey, Leuta. Ooh, E-Tech weapon. Okay. So, what do you do? It's double bayonet, so it's almost the same melee. That's kind of fun. It's a... oh, kind of a Wanderlust type of thing. Let's see. Oh, it is homing. Ooh. So I could just kind of do both. That's kind of fun. Okay. Okay. We're gonna stop trying to farm for legendaries. I think we could really just push forward a lot. If I avoid save quitting like the plague, we might just get a ton of XP from every source that's ever existed. I mean, we have infinitely scaling damage now, because with claws is just gonna feel good. If I find a new melee shield along the way, that'll just make it even more absurd, but it already gets buffed by a decent amount just from the percentile bonuses on our melee shield. So yeah, we can just afford to kind of walk through the rest of the like campaign, I'd imagine. Okay, maybe I can't actually target invisible mobs. It doesn't really look like I can. That was 2 hits. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Critical damage critical damage on guns applies to melee, doesn't it? Is that a thing? Am I stupid? Is that right? Before we continue with the thought process I'm about to have. It does apply. Okay. Double-bladed Lady Fist. 800% melee damage, or 800% crit plus 115% melee damage on a stick. I mean, of course, I just want the rapier because that's going to be the biggest raw damage number. But like, for special hit them in the crit spot application, that would be really, really good. That'd be very, very good. I'm gonna have to get better at aiming the crits though. You know what? Instead of just blindly swiping at Bloodwing, I'm gonna let Death Trap do it. We haven't let Death Trap handle it for a little while. Alright, Death Trap, get him. Oh, that's nice. You don't have a melee shield yet, by the way. So, this can only get better. Oh, but you resist us on this phase, so I'm gonna help. Okay. Go away. Alright, cool. So, ion loaders, shock, elemental animals, and that's about it, is all that's really going to ever resist us. So that's going to feel really, really good. That's cool. Alright. I forgot to do Law Quest, which, like, of course I'm going to do that and try to get a blade attachment on top of our blade attachment, just to see how much damage we can roll. I want it. That's basically what this boils down to. Okay, 165% damage. So yeah, that is double blade. Also, it is the top blade is overriding the law blade. Oh wait, no, they're in each other. You can see the little bit of the law blade jutting out of the front of the other one. Okay, that's kind of funny. Okay, why did Torg rocket launchers get the ×3? I guess it's because they wanted to make bandits into railguns. And so they just transferred the ×3 over to Torgs, because it would be more awkward to have railgun Torgs. But also, I feel like Mollywans would have been a much better fit for the railgun style. I'm not going to question it too much though, because it's just a design choice. Where's my Rational Anarchist proc? Wait for it. There it is. Oh, please tell me that doesn't override any earned stacks. If I went above that, hopefully it wouldn't bring us back down to 25. I guess it's not too big of an issue, but that would feel a little bit bad. This would be a funny mod to combine with Necro. Just to take only the with claws from this mod. Disable everything else. Just to take the long range claws. Just moving on through. Just picking targets and then moving out. I don't even need to be up there when the constructor spawns. I could just start tagging him from down here. And I promise we won't be on this playstyle forever. I have been told that it drops off later in the game. But that also makes it basically a perfect leveling build. Because you can totally just use this for your early game when the equipment feels a little awkward to find. And then as you actually start to walk into areas with equipment, you don't have to rely on this so much, you start relying on your gear more. And that feels really, really good. At least to me. So I like this idea. Wait a minute. I can farm out I can farm out Bunker without him even being landing yet. Okay, but he is actually dealing a lot of damage to me right now. Okay. Well, there we go. Bunker is down. No problem. Yeah, slag is reworked in this mod, so I'll take this. This is fine. Guaranteed lifesteal on my panic rocket. Oh wait, it's a railgun. Wait, it's a... Are you just a botta that uses sniper ammo because of an oversight with bandit launchers being snipers now? Sure. I'm not going to be able to regen rockets while rocket jumping, but I'm sure that's more ammo to work with. Oh, the order shield doesn't get all the scaling stats and stuff that a lot like the other melee shields do. Okay. We'll just ignore that for now and we'll just use our normal shield, I guess. That's a little unfortunate, but it's fair. That healing effect is very, very strong. It's probably almost worth all the other bonus stats we get. Okay, so we're level 29. We should be 2 skill points away from Capstone, which means that this should be a 4 out of 5 right now. because I have been dumping into it since I have been able to unlock it. So I'm wondering if somehow I lost a skill point, or if one of these somehow doesn't count towards the progression of the tree, or something happened, because I'm a little confused. Maybe I'm not actually familiar with my spec properly, and I actually did spec something I didn't realize. I don't know. The right tree takes 6 points to unlock one of the tiers. Oh, that seems like an oversight. That's really unfortunate. Noted. Okay, so we're gonna have to be level 32 to get our capstone instead of 31. And it's a 5-point capstone, too. So, okay. That's weird, but noted for now. I think I'm gonna get lucky to just get 2 blades, so I think I'll just settle for 2 blades. Yeah. Okay. So now we have 2 blades. It's 65% less damage, but on crit, we will crit very well. Let's see. That's probably good. I need more stacks. Alright, now we have the somewhat accurate aiming ability that I wanted. I'm getting rewarded for getting crits now. That feels a little better. He's just kind of shuffling around up there. There we go. And go away. Nice. And... God. Oh, I don't know if that was worth it. Oh, the game is upset. Okay. Yay. Capstone. Boop, 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 boop. Done. Alright, so meleeing an enemy while moving consumes anarchy stacks and causes a digi-splosion, damaging nearby enemies. The explosion damage scales naturally with your melee. Each activation has a cooldown of 7 seconds. During the cooldown, Death Trap's damage is increased. And at level 5, we get Nth degree effectively, for some reason. So, cool. Alright, so we got an invader. Shoots hella fast, with not so hot critical damage, and gives every shield 0 delay. So, amp shield dispenser? Interesting. Oh, look at that explosion. We are truly gaming now. We have AoE melees. And crit. How is that compared to just this? Unfortunately, very similar. I don't know if it's worth running the Lady Fist actually anymore. It might just be more effective to hold this stick, since it generally works better for all situations. That's kind of unfortunate, but that's also kind of totally fair. Alright. Alright. So, you're never gonna guess what I'm doing here. Oh. Wow. Okay. And then for Warrior, yeah. I think we'll be fighting Terra and TVHM. I don't know why. I just get a feeling that this is kind of good. We'll probably end up getting a rapier from Pirate DLC and maybe a good blue class mod first. But this seems good. This seems pretty good. Iridium. Yes. Damage, accuracy, fire rate, mag size. Very nice. Really just kind of want to melee shield out of all of this. Jacob's Recoil Allegiance Calm. Let's go. And yeah, there we go. Normal mode is done. Let me look at some of the stats on some of my Iridium while we pick it up. Never mind, auto pickup is too powerful. I can't even sneak up on it anymore. Well, that's very interesting, and I think we got the head for our thing, unless it's this relic. So probably no legendary, huh? Yeah, no legendary. Okay. Well, pretty good, fast-paced day overall. It turns out having good melee early is just a really effective way to always have scaling damage with the playthrough. This is going to be a great leveling build. Of course, I was told, though, that it does drop off in UVHM, or at least late UVHM. We'll see if there's a Gen 2, like, Tubbycom that buffs it, and then we'll try to use it again anyway, because why not at that point? Just to see if we can. But I'll probably end up speccing out of the build eventually, because I do want to try out other stuff. A genuine pet build is more of what I have in mind, which I guess does coincide with melee for now. And then, of course, shock build, gotta try it, even if it's not particularly a specific thing in the mod. And then just generic anarchy gun build, because why not have a thick turtley death trap and then just do that instead? So, pretty good so far overall. Day 2.